We were talking about the pores, right? So the pores are done. We did talk about all of the pores. No, there are only few type of pores. What are the type of pores? I mean, the pores can only be differentiated based on their diameter. That's the most common thing that anyone can think of, even me. If I have not even studied that, I can think of that because I just do that. That's my specialty, I guess. But after knowing that, what we are talking about, yeah, we are talking about spores, right? Not spores, we are talking about the pores. Spores are the type of gametes. Yeah, they are present on the backside of the leaves, and they fall here and there, and it is a method of reproduction among the plants. But we are taking that apart. We are just talking about the pores, not the spores. So the pores have their own function. They are mostly their sweat glands. Do you know that the I am just saying this educational purpose, but the breast has milk production gland. Those are just sweat glands modified. Yeah, those are modified sweat glands. So there are not any new structure being formed here. Your body is making modification based on the available things present. Your body had that function of secreting the sweat, right? So it just used that function, turned it up little bit, made it evolve into something else, and gave it its characteristic feature producing milk. So your body is of various function of the same base. So each thing in your body has the same base. Everything has the same starting point. And it is really necessary from the point of view of evolution. If you're looking at evolution, then you can say that each thing has a common origin. From the start, the protoplasm, each thing has a common origin. So they all have the same base, the same starting base, and then evolved and evolved as per the condition. So, but their origin did not change, right? The condition might have changed, but the origin did not. So, from the point of view, it is really simple and really important to understand that your body is like a factory and it does its work based on the worker available. So any type of and it does not change its worker every now and then. That's the thing. That's the most common thing that you should know. And the more important one as well. Now your body is like a factory as I said before. So the pores where they do come. So the main function is ventilation as I talked in the previous video as well. And they do this ventilation by the principle of heat exchange. So, like the function is to trap the air bubbles. You have hairs on your body, right? So they get straightened up. Whenever you're chilled out, then your hair strands just straighten up. That what we call this phenomenon, we call this goosebumps, right? Now, whenever goosebumps appear on our body, then what happens? The hairs are trapped between those two strand of hairs. Now the air trapped there is trapped and its molecule is trapped there. Now the heat of the body will be transferred to that due to the principle of heat exchange. The principle states that heat of the hot object is equal to the heat of the cold object. That's the principle of heat exchange if they are kept together in a closed environment. So that thing occurs. Now that's why the body temperature decreases and the hot temperature increases. And we all know that hot air rises up. So as the hot air trapped in between the hairs get warm, as the air gets warm, then it rises up and new patch of cold air comes there. So it's just a chain reaction that's occurring from the start to end. And it is very, very fascinating to think of that these type of things occur in our body. And we should all be aware of this while being very thoughtful about it because each thing is like mechanical. Everything is mechanical in our body. Each thing serves the purpose while not looking the best because looks do not matter but function does matter. Not you can remove that. Does matter. So function matters, looks do not matter. So the main thing that you should know The evolution is meant for function, that's why we call it mechanical rather than looks which is physical. Thank you.